Okay, welcome to Tai Chi. Let's warm up. Hands at your waist, turn your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Be careful. Shift your weight. Kick your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kick your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Iceman, opening up your span, parallel feet. Choose one side, cross and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift your weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Short one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good Tai Chi posture for good golden cockerel. Okay, dropping those shoulders, opening up your span, tucking your butt, hollowing out your chest, tongue on your palate, head straight up. Stretch out your ankles, your legs, your knees, your thighs. Grow a little bit taller. Your spine is straight. Your neck muscles are stretched. Your head muscles are stretched so that your head is erect. Okay? Thinking about where your dantian is, concentrating 2 inches below your navel. We're going to be a golden cockerel standing on its left. And right. One more set. Kicking out. Right hand on the outside. Shift your weight to the left. Kicking out in line. How do we hold our ball on a T stance? Root down on the right foot. Check the size of your ball. Move out into an L. Shift your weight. Bow stance. Sit back, sit down. Pivot. Hold your ball in a T stance. Move that ball in an L. Part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Sit back, sit down. Pivot. T and ball. L and ball. O stance. Sit down, sit back. Pivot. T stance. L stance. O stance. Sit back, sit down. Pivot. Twist step. T stance. L stance. O stance. Sit back, sit down. Pivot. Hold your ball in a T stance. Out on an L. Part the wild horse's mane. Okay, now this time we're going to come back and hold our ball. And let's do our 10 form in 4 different ways. Okay, consecutive sets of the 10 form. First one I'll call out with lots of detail and then slowly shorten up my my delivery till the fourth one. We'll just have it all ingrained in our mind and just listen to our own body rhythm, okay? So here we go, good Tai Chi posture. Commencing form, shift your weight to the right as your heel comes up, off the ground, toe down, arch down, heel down, hands rotate. Bring them up as you take a deep breath in at shoulder level. Relax, flex your knees. Commencing form. Center your left hand. Right hand rises up higher, opens to the ceiling. Bringing it to your ear as you glance. Turn your face. Look straight at your opponent as you repulse the monkey. Center, open. Left hand rises, glance at it, bring it to your ear. Turn your face. Meet both hands in the middle as you repulse the monkey. T stance, parallel and higher. Bring it to your ear as you set down that heel, turn your face, brush your knee. Sit back, sit down. Pivot, parallel and higher on a T. Ear, hand, heel, turn the hips and waist as you brush your knee. Sit back, sit down. Pivot. Hold your ball in a T stance. Out on an L, move that ball. Part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Sit back, sit down. Pivot. Hold your ball in a T stance. Move that ball in an L. Part the wild horse's mane. Flip that hand and join it. Then sit back. Twist step, cup. Pivot out to the 9 o'clock. Flip meet, close your stance. Middle or cup at 12, 3 o'clock, flip meet, open your stance. 12 o'clock, cup and stem. 9 o'clock, only flip meet. 12 o'clock, stem cup. 3 o'clock, flip meet, close your stance. Middle or cup at 12, 9 o'clock, flip meet, open your stance, cloud hands, middle. Flip meet only at 3 o'clock. Shift your weight, 12 o'clock up, golden cockerel. Down, up, golden cockerel on its right. Down, right hand, right foot up, kicking out in line. In, down, left hand, left foot up, and out. Holding our ball in a T stance, we're going to grasp the bird's tail. Out into the side, first ward off. Turn the hips and waist and pull down the bird's tail. As you sit down, sit back and look back. Turn, then square, then contact push. Separate and roll back. And roll forward. Sit back, sit down. Twist step, left hand on the bottom to hold your ball in a T. Out on an L, move that ball and ward off. But yet, grasp the bird's tail. Pull down, pull back, look back. Turn, square, then contact push. Separate and roll back. And roll forward. Sit back, twist and turn, open and open, in and in. Tuck the right hand inside of your cross as you bring up the tiger. Rotate on your wrists, push out, shoulder width away. Drop your shoulders, make yourself small. Flex your knees as you close your form. Okay, round 2. Abbreviated instructions. Here we go. Commencing form. Open. Rotate. Deep breath. Push down. Center higher. Glance. Bring it to your ear. Turn. Pulse of the monkey. Center higher. Glance, ear, turn, repulse of the monkey. T stance, parallel and higher, out on an L, brush your knee. Sit back, sit down, pivot, parallel and higher on a T. Bring it to your ear, set down that hand, turn your hips and waists as you brush your knee. Sit down, sit back, pivot on a T. We're going to part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, sit down, pivot, ball and T, out on an L, O stance. Flip that hand and join it. Sit back, sit down, pivot, pivot, flip meet, close your stance, cloud hands, middle, flip meet, open, middle, only flip meet, middle, flip meet, close your stance, middle, flip meet, open, middle, only flip and join, and shift your weight to the left, be a golden cockerel. And down, and up. And down, cross, and out. And cross, and out. Holding our ball, we're going to grasp the bird's tail. Turn the hips and waists to bring down the tail. And as you look back and sit back, turn and square, then contact push, roll back, and forward. Sit down, sit back, pivot, left hand on the bottom, holding our ball, out and to the side, ward off. Turn the hips and waists to grasp the bird's tail. Pull down, pull back, look back. Turn, square, then contact push. Separate and roll back. And roll forward. Parrot closing. Sit down, sit back, and twist. And open. And in. Off the ground to embrace the tiger. Up. Rotate. Push out. Separate. Drop your shoulders. Make yourself small as you close your form. Okay, a good Tai Chi posture. Commencing form. Open. Rotate. Take a deep breath in as you elevate. Reverse, relax, flex. Center. Higher, open, glance, ear, turn, repulse of the monkey. Center, higher, open, ear, turn, pulse of the monkey. Parallel and higher on a T. We're going to brush our knee. Sit back, sit down, pivot, parallel and higher on a T. Ear, heel, hand, turn the hips and waists, brush your knee. Sit back, sit down, pivot, hold your ball in a T, out and to the side, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, sit down, pivot, hold your ball, out and to the side. Here it is. Flip that hand and join it. Then sit back, sit down, pivot, flip meet, close your stance, cloud hands, middle, flip meet, open your stance, middle, only flip meet, middle, flip meet, close your stance, middle, flip meet, open, middle, Only flip, meet, shift your weight to the left and up, golden cockerel. And down, and golden cockerel on its right. And down, and cross, and up, and out. And cross, and left foot, and left hand out. Holding our ball on the T stance. We're going to ask the birds to leave. Sit back, sit down, pivot, ball and T. L and ball, ward off, but yet, that's the bird's tail. And contact, push, and roll back, and roll forward. Parent closing, sit back, sit down, twist, pivot open, pivot in, raise the tiger, right hand on the inside, bringing him up, rotating and pushing him out, separating and dropping your shoulders, making yourself small as you close your form. Okay, one more time. Commencing form. Pulsing of the monkey. Brush knee. Part the wild horse's mane. Wild hands. Golden cockerel. Kick out. Holding our ball, we're going to cross the bird's tail. Apparently close. Raise the tiger. Closing form. Fifth and final, okay? Sit. Here we go. Commencing form. I'll sing with the monkey. Ashni. All right, the wild horse's mane. Out hands. Golden cockerel. Kick out. Grasp the bird's tail. And closing. Cross hands to embrace the tiger. Closing form. Begin.
So let's not lose what we try to build on. Let's build on what we have and kind of, here again, experience something different. All right, so just as a refresher, we said that we would have our hands here. We would take a twist step. On a twist step, we pivot on our heel to come out. We walk in this direction. In other words, you don't just pivot and keep this hip straight here. You want to be able to walk in this direction. If you're walking in this direction, both hips have to be addressed to the pivoted foot. So both hips are addressed to the pivoted foot. This is a twist step. This is a L stance, parallel to the line or on a line, so that if you drag your foot back, there is a gap. So we take a twist step, we take an L stance, we move that energy, and we take a bow stance. But instead of doing the other side, we sit back and we sit down, and we pivot out. We are in a bow stance, an L stance. This allows us to pivot out. This is a twist step. Then I'm allowed to do a L stance, parallel or on the line. Move that energy, shift my weight, and this is called a bow stance. Okay? Let's do that and try to remember what I said and what your body remembers from last week. Here we go. Hands at your waist. Pivot out on a twist step. Shift your weight, firm down that right foot. Put your heel out on an L stance. Bring that energy up and across and down. Bow stance. Make the adjustment in the back foot. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out on a twist step. Shift your weight. Put your heel out on an L. Move the energy. Flatten down, bow stance. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out or twist step. Shift your weight, L stance. Energy up, across, and down, bow stance. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Shift your weight, L stance. Move that energy, bow stance. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Shift your weight. L stance, move that energy, bow stance. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Shift your weight. L stance, move that energy, bow stance. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Shift your weight. L stance. Move that energy. Bow stance. Continue. When we say sit back, we take it for granted that you know that it's a sit back, sit down. So I want to just show you what can happen. All right, when I sit back, some of you may think this is a sit back, but you see already that I don't have good Tai Chi posture. When I sit back, I tend to
lean back. But that is not what the words mean. The words mean you need to sit back and sit down. When you firm down and sit down, you have more strength and can keep your Tai Chi posture. So for this side, we said that when we sit back, we sit down. You lower yourself down. Why? So that you are posted, grounded on this back foot. If you sit back, there is still weight here. I don't know which is substantial. I don't know which is insubstantial. Both feet have weight. Therefore, I need to weightless this foot and bring it to my heel and sit back so that I can lift this up to say all my weight is in the back. Well, this is the gua. This is the pelvic area that needs to tilt when you sit back and sit down. If it's upright like this, it gives you no flexibility and weight that goes on the back foot. So when you stand up straight and you sit down, this pelvis flares up rather than just stiff. So it's important to use your middle of your body, which sometimes people just don't use and it gets stiff, but bring it back, bring your body back to you, bring life back into your body by doing some of the exercises and being aware that, hey, something's not moving in here. How am I going to get it to move? One of the two ways that we highlighted this evening is this one, where you're going to reach up and you're going to turn, okay? So that's going to loosen this up. Every time you practice Tai Chi and you know you have to sit back, you sit down, you sink down onto your back foot. Therefore, this area will be more flexible and give you stability. To me, stability is the name of the game, okay? So everybody's on their own journey and everybody's come a long ways. And the more you continue, the more you understand what your body is made of and how you can move it. That's the goal for yourself. Okay? And we try to give you exercises and teach you Tai Chi so that perhaps those things that you don't know so well about your body, you'll make some self-discovery. All right, going back to Tai Chi Walk now. Let's put parting of the wild horse's mane to it. So what do I mean by that? We're going to come out, left hand, left foot, right? Bottom hand advances. We're going to part the wild horse's mane. We know that this is a twist step. This right foot and right hand, the bottom hand advances. This is going to be my advancing foot on an L stand. So it matches right, right, right. Okay? Same thing occurs. I sit back, I twist out, I hold my ball, left hand, left foot advances, okay? All right, let's go this way now, and then I'll try to go slow so you can follow. So we're on our right foot, okay? But the left hand has to be on the bottom because our left foot is going to advance, right? Holding our ball, put it out on an L, move that ball, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Right hand on the bottom, right foot getting ready to go. Move on an L, part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Left foot, left hand, ready to go. Move to an L, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Right, right. Move that ball to an L. Here it is. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Left foot, left hand. On an L, move that ball. Here it is. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Right, right. Out on an L. Here it is. Sit back, sit down. Pivot. Ball. Part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, sit down. Pivot. Hold your ball. On an L. Part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, sit down. Pivot. Hold your ball. Move that ball. Part the wild horse's mane. Half step forward on your toe. Hold your ball. Move to the right. Left hand comes down, right hand comes up. And this is white crane, spreads its wings. Don't move, don't move. So this is white crane spreading its wings. Left toe out. Left hand is a wing, right hand is a wing. And and you're sitting on your back foot. This is white crane, okay? All right, follow me. The top hand bisects your body. Okay, bisects your body. And what happens? Goes up, and what is this called? Take an L stance and brush your knee. Sit back, sit down. Pivot, parallel and higher on a T. Bring it to your ear, set out your L stance, brush your knee. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out, parallel and higher on a T. Ear, heel, hand, brush your knee. Okay, very good. So what I try to do is try to build on what you have. So we laid the groundwork for what our feet do when we do Tai Chi Walk. Then we added movements, hand movements to it, okay? There's a pattern. Twist step, L stance, bow stance. Sit back, twist step, L stance, bow stance. There's never anything repeated. And you remember that an L stance always is on the line or parallel to the line. So when I say that, the foot cannot be this way because it's not parallel to the line. It has to be on the line, parallel. Therefore, it cannot flare out this way, okay? All right, so we'll get back to it next week. Okay, keep up the good work. Thank you.